Thank you, Alex. Good to be back.
President Biden says the border is being overrun. Republicans won't do anything to solve it. So I've got to do this executive order to try to bring some control to the situation. Where is he wrong?
So look, I get the frustration, and I'm definitely not in the do nothing camp. I am disappointed because I wish there would be a smarter, more effective way to go about it. If the concern is that there's too many people coming to the southern border to seek asylum, which is allowed, by the way, based on federal law and international law, then let's ask the questions: who are they? Where are they coming from, and why are they coming? Because it's not until we recognize and address the root causes of that migration that we're going to reduce the numbers sustainably. Many people may be fleeing persecution, authoritarian governments, the very reasons we have an asylum system in place to begin with. But in the meantime, we have to honor the humanitarian obligations that we have made to treat asylum seekers with respect, give them due process. Maybe some qualify, meet the criteria for asylum. There's a process for that. And those that don't, well, then, of course, there's determinations and consequences as a result. But the answer is not to make it impossible to seek asylum. And the answer is certainly not to just establish an arbitrary number to cut people off, regardless of how legitimate their claims may be.
Well, he's not making it impossible for people to seek asylum. You can still go to a port of entry and seek asylum under this. What would you propose that's different? What do you think would be better?
So while they say this is not an asylum ban, you can still go to the ports of entry. Even then, it's only if you have an appointment, which are very limited in whether the figure is 1,500, 2,500, whatever that number is. Imagine if you're the person next in line. And if you return home, it could mean not just your safety, but your life is on the line. That's just, it's cruel and it's unnecessary. For some people, they may say asylum, but they're really seeking economic opportunity. Others are very honest and they're coming to the United States in search of a job. Last I've heard, Alex, from employers across industry is that we have a worker shortage in America. We have a strong economy thanks to the policies of the Biden administration to keep it going. We need more workers. So imagine pairing people who are looking for work with employers who are native workers. It's legal migration at that point if we expand those visa categories, and good for the economy and takes pressure off of unlawful migration. That's not reflected, though, in this executive order, nor was it really a priority in the bipartisan Senate negotiations over the last several months. And the last thing else, I have to emphasize this. One of my big concerns is what has seemed to have been left behind. And that's any relief for dreamers, any protection for farm workers, or any other relief for long-term residents of the United States who happen to be undocumented but are contributing so much to our communities and to our economy.
You look at most swing state polls, President Biden is behind right now, and he is way behind on the issue of immigration. Do you think the president is doing this as a crass reelection move because he's afraid of the immigration issue? Do you think this is all basically about politics?
I don't think it's all about politics. I know it's an election year and most people are viewing it as just through that political. And for those who do and would say, look, getting tough on the border is going to poll well, I'd suggest this. What's better than getting tough on the border is getting smarter on the border. And the polls and research that I've seen say, yes, most Americans, Democrats and Republicans, do want a secure, orderly, and humane border, but they also want justice and fairness for dreamers and farm workers and so many others. Well, when you couple those policies together, that polls tremendously well across the board.